guys. It's about 6:30 in the morning, I reckon. And this is the New York guy. And let me take you through the Bronx, all right? This is where I came from. I was born somewhere around here. It's a beautiful blue sky day. We're heading to beautiful New Jersey. And this is the Bronx. We call it the Boogie Down Bronx. Rosedale Avenue to the Bronx River Parkway. It's early in the morning and it's on the weekend, so probably not a lot of... Yeah, one of these turns here was my old neighborhood. Now, I moved out of there when I just started school. My father moved us out of the Bronx. We moved out to Long Island, about an hour away. Long Island was just a little bit better place to grow up. Whereas the Bronx was starting to change, getting a little rough. But I remember going back into the Bronx on all the holidays. Christmas, Thanksgiving, Easter, a couple of times during the summer. My father would drop me in the Bronx, stay with my uncle. We would go to the Bronx Zoo, go to Central Park. Good times. Way, way back in the good old days. So we had a house in the Bronx, two-story house. We lived upstairs, my father rented the downstairs, that kind of thing. And then when we went back in, we had my cousins lived on either side. On the left side was one cousin, and the house on the right side was one cousin. And then we were in the middle. That was my dad's cousins. My mother came from the Bronx too. But she came from a different area of the Bronx and not as big as a family as my family, my father's side was. Yeah, those were good days, and my cousins were cops. There was about 2 or 3 cops in there. They used to come over. They had guns on them, guns on their ankle, guns on their hip, the back. Yeah, those were the days. Yeah, 3rd Avenue, Webster Avenue. I would like to actually come in sometime with my car. Maybe I could go on my old block and just take a look at the house. George Washington Bridge will be a nice view. I'll try to show you the city line, city skyline. Oh, it's very bouncy. Now I'll give you a little history when we go over the bridge. That was, that's going over what's called the Hudson River. The Hudson River is where the jetliners from Boston, from Massachusetts, on 9/11, they flew right down the Hudson River, directly south into the Twin Towers. They basically just followed the Hudson River all the way from Massachusetts, which is north of New York, in case you didn't know. And they just followed it straight on down the line, right into the city. And then one was heading over to Pennsylvania. We all know that, right? read a lot. Like, see that sign, Joy? If I wasn't from around here, upper level, all trucks to New Jersey. Lower level, no trucks. So any of you young guys and young girls out there wanting to be a tractor trailer driver, you've got to read all the time. All traffic to New Jersey, lower closed until noon on Sunday. So you can't even go to the lowest section right now because it's closed until noon. So all traffic has to go here. Ugh. It's like I'm breaking in a wild colt, breaking in a wild horse. Yeah! That's what I feel like when I drive a tractor trailer sometimes, like a cowboy. Just bouncing along. Yeah! Coming into town. All dusty and tired, looking for a shot of whiskey, a little bit of fun with the ladies, and a nice hotel room with a bubble bath. Well, ladies and gentlemen, straight ahead of you is the George Washington Bridge. Named after the first president of the United States of America, George Washington. All right, let's see if I can roll down my window and give you some nice views. Okay, that's the Hudson River. That's where the planes flew down. Whoa, right on down. Right on down. Boom, right down there. Way down there in the middle is the Freedom Tower. I don't know if you can see it. Way down. That's the Hudson River. Beautiful river. The pilot Tully, remember Tully, the movie with Tom Hanks? Tully flew right over this bridge, and a bunch of birds went into his engine, and he had to crash land the jet right in that water right there. And the tugboats came out, and they rescued all the people. Remember, they were standing on the wing of the plane? Yeah, that Tully guy was quite a hero. All right. We're in New Jersey. Oh, I felt that. All right, guys. I will see you again. Thanks for watching the New York guy. Ring that bell. Give me a thumbs up. Subscribe. Help a trucker out.